Stockholm Syndrome is a psychological state in which the victim of the kidnapping or person being held against his will develops a relationship of complicity with his kidnapper. In these cases, hostages flourish positive feelings for the captors. They ignore the fact that kidnappers put their victims in risk. This is commonly confused with an act of mercy and compassion. Stockholm Syndrome is named for the normal store bank robbery, during which a branch of credit banking in normal store Stockholm was burgled. A number of the bank's employees were held hostage and kept in a bank vault from August 23rd until August 28th in the year 1973. The victims developed strong bonds with the hostage takers over the 5-day period, and even rejected help from the government officials at points throughout the ordeal. Once freed to defend their aggressors, and were convicted that it was the police whom they should be wary of. The title Stockholm Syndrome was first used in the news broadcast by criminologist and psychiatrist Niels Bejerot, and was instantly adopted by a term that will be used to aid in live hostages situations. When talking about the main causes, the trigger factors are different for every person, but the principal reasons of suffering this symptom are the following ones. The hostages try to be protected in the context of uncontrollable situations where they try to fulfill the desires of his captors. The total loss of the control that suffered the hostage during a kidnapping is difficult to digest. It becomes bearable in the moment in which the victim identifies with the motive of the author of the crime, on obtaining contact only with abductors. Not only the hostages are the ones that suffer from this, so there are different situations where there are several possible reasons for such a behavior, as hostages members of a sect of stone practices, children with physical abuse, victims of incest, prisoners of war, and prisoners of concentration camps. A testimonial for this syndrome is Patricia Horst, that was born in San Francisco on February 20, 1954, was kidnapped on February 4th of 1974 in California by a small group of left-side denominated Symbionese Liberation Army. Requests exaggerated by the group gave leaked proof the donation of the part of the Horst family of food for a value of $6 million for the poor, after which there was no Patricia's news. Little later, on April 5, 1974, Ibrania was photographed with an assault rifle during the robbery of one of the branches of the bank. Later, it was known that she had changed her name into Tania in memory of the Argentine guerrilla Tamara Bunke, who served with the Che Guevara in Bolivia, and had compromised itself with ideas of the symbiotic army. A judicial order of capture was dictated in September 1975 when she was then arrested. She was then diagnosticated with the Stockholm Syndrome.